Welcome back, everyone. It is Monday, May 19th, and the MLB R3 favorite picks are on the way. As always, it's Austin, joined by Logan. Let's recap yesterday, a winning day on a Sunday. We love to see it. Strikeout hit rate sheet. I don't know how many days in a row that thing's hit. I think you're at 11 or 12, and we posted it for free to everyone. Hopefully you tailed it. It was linked down below in the pinned comment. It smacked. Let's talk about Ohtani and Goldschmidt doing their jobs. Goldie, we got some luck. Who would have ever thought we could get some luck in baseball? We take that. And Zach Eflin saved his worst career start for me. And then when that started the day, Logan and I were like, oh, God, not again. He had never had a start where he allowed more than 6 earned runs. Don't you worry. And until we bet on him, he has his worst start of the year. If he even went out there and gave up 6, he'd probably still go 6, but they took him out because the damage was too bad in that 6th inning. But either way, Logan, 2 in 1 day. Let's try to string together these winning days. And we will begin with our hit parlay of the day. We do not have any NBA plays today because there's no NBA games on. NBA videos will return tomorrow. So again, stay tuned for that. But Logan, I'll let you lead things off with your hit parlay of the day. Who are the two fellas we're going with?
Yeah, yesterday was a great miracle hit parlay cash, but hey, I'll take some luck on these. Let's talk about this one. It's another Dodger. Freddie Freeman and Pete Crow Armstrong of the Cubs each to record a hit. If you parlay them together, you're gonna get minus 113 on Fanatics. Next best odds would be FanDuel minus 119 or DraftKings minus 132. Again, if you are betting on FanDuel, make sure these guys are in the lineup. But I don't see a reason why each of them would have the day off. Let's talk about the first leg, though. Like I said, it's going to be another Dodger. Yesterday, Ohtani delivered for us, so we got to keep the Dodger theme going. Freddie Freeman, he has a hit in 4 of his last 5 games, including batting .378 at home this season. Freddie is one of those guys that's been in our hit parlay year in and year out. We don't back him on Friday, but if you know, you know. Today, he faces Brandon Pfaadt and the Diamondbacks. Against Pfaadt, he's 5 for 15, batting .333. So pretty solid average. He's seen Pfaadt before, and he's hit him before. I think Freddie goes out and gets it done. Pfaadt has been getting absolutely shelled on the road. I think his ERA is like over 6 on the road. I just don't think that's a great spot for him to pitch. Freddie's a guy that just puts the ball in play. Love guys like that in a hit parlay. And then speaking of guys that put the hit ball in play, yeah, second leg, Pete Crow Armstrong. Not necessarily a household name for like casuals, but if you've been following this season, you know he's having an absolute breakout year. PCA is seeing the ball well right now. 2+ hits in 3 straight games. We like to back hitters when they are seeing the ball well, rather than just trying to guess when a guy breaks out of a slump. I like guys that are seeing the ball well. He's hitting .458 the last 7 days, 300 in both April and May. The splits are great for Pete Crow Armstrong. Today he faces Edward Cabrera and the Marlins against right-handed pitchers. He's hitting .314 this season. Incredible average. And Cabrera also allows a .278 batting average to lefties. So he's really getting hit by both sides of the plate, actually, Edward Cabrera is. I see Pete Crow Armstrong back in that leadoff spot and on the road having a lot of opportunities, because if the Cubs, which are a great offense, do stretch this game out, there's potential for 5 plate appearances if Pete Crow Armstrong is in that leadoff spot. I love both these guys to get a hit today. Hit parlays, if we could get hot on them, that could potentially turn the season around. We had luck yesterday. Hopefully we get some luck today. Love that as my favorite pick of the day. But Austin, you got a little prop parlay. Where are you going?
Yeah, I got a prop parlay. You know, if I'm going to lose, I'm going to lose in the sake of value. And I really do like these 2 pitcher props. Unfortunately, both of them are a little bit unplayable at their regular lines. So I'll put them together and see if we can go 2-0 on them and cash this parlay. Let's stop with these 2 fellas. Both Nick Lodolo and Robbie Ray under 2.5 earned runs. I abbreviated it to ER so we can fit it on the screen. Again, this is their under and earned runs. Nick Lodolo will be in Pittsburgh taking on the Pirates. Robbie Ray will be back at home taking on the Royals. I like them both to pitch pretty well today. I like their under 2.5 earned runs. It's plus 158 on Bet365, plus 155 on DraftKings, plus 152 on Caesars. So a bunch of other books are right around the same value. So you can take it around plus 150. We'll take a chance on that for 1 unit. Now, we'll begin with Nick Lodolo. I've talked to him before. When Nick Lodolo pitches in Great American Ballpark, don't try to back him. He doesn't know how to pitch there. For whatever reason, owns a 6.33 ERA at home. I get it. Great American Ballpark, very hitter-friendly ballpark. And we haven't even hit that stretch of the year where the ball's really flying out of the stadium. So Nick Lodolo might be in for a rough summer. However, on the road, he's been really good. A 1.44 ERA and a 186 batting average allowed. So he's been really, really good on the road. And the Pirates, as a team have struggled versus lefties. 8 of the last 10 to face them have gone under 2.5 earned runs. Their splits versus lefties, looking at a team that's batting 219, which is 24th, 68 WRC plus, which is 26th, 27% K rate. That's pretty bad. That's third highest. So they are struggling with the Ks. They lead the league in double plays. They are right at the bottom of the barrel in terms of runners and scoring position. Their numbers are even worse. And if you look at Lodolo, he actually has reverse splits. Lefties are destroying him this season, batting 378. However, if you look at the Pirates lineup, especially the last time they saw a righty, they trotted or a lefty, they trotted out every single bat was a right-handed batter. So if they want to do that again, go for it. So I'll take my chances there. We've seen Lodolo this season 93rd percentile in walk percentage and 90th in chase rate. So again, he has the swing and miss stuff if it's on. And the Pirates have struggled against lefties that can get that swing and miss. And also, he's not giving up free base runners. The worst thing about an outs prop is when you start walking guys, the next thing you know, you got first and second, you're like one swing of the bat and we're cooked. He's at least making the people earn it, and I'm willing to live with it. He's faced the Pirates 3 times over the last 2 years. He did 2, 1, and 5 earned runs in his most recent start. You dive a little bit deeper into that 5 earned run start. All the damage came in the 5th inning. And what happened? He walked 3 batters and hit 2 batters. I mean, when a guy hits 2 and walks 3, a guy that normally doesn't walk guys, you clearly know he just doesn't have his A game and just things fell apart there. I think he pitched well today on the road in Pittsburgh. Then we get to Robbie Ray, who will face the Royals. And similar to the Pirates, the Royals have equally struggled to lefties. We've seen over, since this season, Royals versus lefties, a 238 batting average, which is league average, but a 68 WRC plus. Who also has a 68 WRC plus? The Pittsburgh Pirates. So again, a struggling offense. We'll look at this over-under in this game in San Fran is sitting at a big 7. So not a lot of red runs are expected. And again, you look at Robbie Ray. He's pitching well. He's gone under this line in 4 of his last 5. His only game he went over was his most recent start against the D-backs, who are a much better hitting lefty team than the Royals have been so far this season. Additionally, you just look at the Royals lefty starters to face the Royals. 8 of them this season, only 1 of them gave up more than 3, gave up 3 or more runs going over this line. That one was, I believe, Colton Gordon making his MLB debut. So congrats. You tagged a guy making his debut for the Astros. But other than that, any lefty that's pitched more than 1 time has had a good start against the Royals. We saw that when we backed for Amber Valdez, and he won 8 innings. Hopefully Robbie Ray doesn't go 8. We don't need to sweat out an under 2.5 earned runs that long. But Robbie Ray, not necessarily the most efficient player, so he might go 6 or 7. He's been pitching more efficiently recently, but I think he can easily go out there and shove. So give me his under and earned runs, parlayed with Nick Lodolo, and hopefully we can cash this plus 158 parlay. I think it will be a winner. Our final play of the day will be our strikeout hit rate sheet. We'll post it down below in the Dub Club. Today, we'll also post the COS All-Star, so maybe you can't afford $15 a month. If you go on All-Star, that's only like $3, so you certainly can do that if you want to. We've been doing really well on these this season. It's always a thing we give to the Dub Club every single day, and so we're going to do it once again today. So again, sign up if you want to. All those details are down below. You can pay $5 a month to get in the first month of the Dub Club, and if we haven't turned the MLB season around in the next month, we might not be giving out many more picks the rest of the year, but I think we will. The strikeout hit rate sheet is 2-0 since we started tracking it towards the record. Again, it's just 5 guys who really like to get their alt lines. On paper, seems like just a nasty wager for 5 guys to get some strikeouts, but for whatever reason, it's like one of the only things we can hit this year. Like I said, we've hit probably like, I think 11 or 12 in a row. So it's been nuts. Hopefully we can cash another one, and that'll be linked down below in the Dub Club. Join it if you want to. To recap the picks, we'll have that Dub Club hit rate sheet for a half unit. Then we'll have Logan and I's picks. Pete Crow Armstrong and Freddie Freeman record a hit. Robbie Ray, Nick Lodolo under 2.5 earned runs. Those are our 3 picks for the day. Let's have ourselves a day. Logan, I'll throw it to you. Is there anything else on your mind before we get out of here?
Well, looking at the full slate, I was actually kind of, as you were talking, I was looking at if I were to go to some full game picks, money lines, run lines, whatever.
Full game fades.
This your free fade of the day.
Are here. This is why they're here. They're here for the fades. Come on, cook them.
Yeah, your free full game fade, which I was considering making a pick. I did look at the Rays money line just because, all right, Colton Gordon, a guy that you've actually already just mentioned, making his second start in a very hitter-friendly ballpark in Tampa Bay down there. I think the Rays money line is a decent look. Pepio, not my favorite pitcher to ever back, but it's a spot that I think he should be solid. Rays money line at minus like 130-ish would be a play. Again, I'm excited to see how that would lose. But I think the Rays, they missed the card today, but we'll see if that one comes through.
Yeah, the one that I looked at was the Marlins and Cubs over. So PCA's 0 for 4. How are we feeling? But I do think that there's runs in that game. Edward Cabrera has really struggled, and he's coming back, I forget, from like a finger injury, and their bullpen behind him is pretty bad. Ben Brown's not a guy I really watch a ton this year. I just feel like he's kind of erratic sometimes. So either way, overs in Miami normally pay, so I don't mind that one. But let's stick to our 3 plays we got today. We'll post that hit rate sheet in a little bit, and let's have ourselves a day, Logan. Let's try to have another winning day. String together these winning days. Let's have a great Monday. We'll be back with the NBA videos tomorrow. See you then. Peace.